So here we are on top of this covered terrace, and these are the solar panels which are just about 4 to 6 inches higher above, inclined at about 10 or 15 degrees. And similarly on the other side we see, and as we walk, this is a very firm terrace covering. This 14 gauge gives us an idea how these panels will come up. And this is the hatch. It's a sliding hatch over there which has been made for the terrace to come up on top and make access to the solar panels for servicing as well as for cleaning them, because as the dust settles down on them, their productivity comes down. You can even see here bird shit which has fallen on them. So as we've been advised that cleaning them regularly, you can see there is a dust, bird shit, lots of it. We have to keep it also clean. So this is a beautiful example, and all this while I am walking on this terrace roof, corrugated sheet. There is no bend. It feels very firm, and here is looks like a very good execution with the personal interest made by the Secretary of Society. This looks very good. And similarly, as we move to the other side, there are total, I will just stop here because no point walking on their terrace unnecessarily. It creates a stress. But for us, this gives us wonderful insights how this project has been done so diligently. Now this is a neighborhood model, contiguous. In the same area, instead of 11 pillars, there are only 8. And if you look at the bottom grouting and the side support, there is only 1. While on the other hand, if you see here, look at the bottom grouting, and we have 2 horizontal support grouting it. And for the same area, instead of having these 8 over it, here we are having 11, and each one is approximately 7 foot apart, and then each on top gets into with a horizontal support, so that the entire surface on the top has got better ribs to support it. And this is something which we have learned from this wonderful examination. And this is the drainage system. All along the edge there is a gunnel which is approximately 7 inches in diameter. It collects the water, it comes down from here, and from here it flows across and it gets put inside the drain. So, and there it is, goes down from here. So there is no water all along the perimeter, as you see on the eastern side, and that is the western side, is this gunnel, which water collection system, which collects and keeps the all side walls absolutely dry. What we are saying here importantly is this, that this water collection drainage gunnel which is there, it has this support, and this support has been welded onto the frame all along the length at approximately 1 meter apart. This is another good practice which we also shall imbibe in our process. They are exactly 1 meter apart as we see them over here. All the solar panels on top, they all converge here into the 15 kilowatt AC distribution box. and in this cabling next to that here is the inverter, and from the inverter here the AC output that goes out, and that goes down to the net metering, and that's what we will see downstairs. So you can see these are the AC disconnect switch, DC disconnect switch, and most importantly it is good to put these panels out in the open air so that they, if they heat up, the breeze keeps them cool. That is the another advice that we have got. So here we are into the meter room. These are the gadgets like load switch which comes up, is a solar switch, then there are lots of junction boxes, meter. This is a panel approximately 5 feet into 4 feet which is fitted into this whole thing. So what I am showing you right now, my back is to the wall. This whole meter room is approximately 5 feet deep, so I can't show you more than this. And from this side I'll take you to the right side of the box, and on this side when we come down, as you see right from the top, this is the solar meter where the panels converge and their output is coming out, and from there the entire AC is into this net meter, and this net meter is like a credit debit card. When we produce more we get credits. In case we are consuming more, then we get that bills coming down. So in short, the entire infrastructure in the meter room is very compact. Just these two meters on the left, solar meter down, the rest all is the society. And coming back to this side, just these solar switches. These are 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5. Entire whole thing is approximately 5 into 4 neatly. There are no tangles of wire. You saw on the rooftop, everything looks extremely neat and efficient. Thank you. All right, then let me conclude this by a small summary of the lessons that we have learned from this visit, and let me summarize all of them for you. So the first one is itself that on this gunnel which they have provided for us over here, they have provided a support at every 1 meter, and that every 1 meter works out very good. The next, we already know the thickness of the stanchions as well as the roof support beams, so which is a good one to be on the guard for us to look out. So these dimensions and the quality is known to us. Very importantly, up over here, as we see that the separation between each of these stanchions is approximately 6 to 7 feet, which again translates to 6 to 7 feet support across at the bottom side of the ceiling, which makes it very robust. And this is what we can see here. There has been a very good grouting which has been done right at the bottom that you see up over here. This is a very important initiative that they have taken, and as we compare this with their neighbor, you find that they have not used double support here, and at the bottom they have screwed in the stanchion plates which are approximately 5 inch size with 4-inch screws into the rooftop itself, which itself destroys the watertight integrity of the terrace. This is something very wrong to do. Moving forward, you can see this hatch, which is a sliding hatch, and this sliding hatch that this part of the hatch that you are seeing, it overruns it up over here, and this is going from the terrace when we want to climb on top. This is a good model for us to again copy. The entire terrace, right now we are standing without any support on top of the this terrace canopy. It felt very firm, it felt very strong, and there was no sense of any fear or panic as we were standing almost on the edge of that, on the 8th floor height. Further, good lesson we learned is this, that even these small bolts which are coming, which we are seeing up from here, because of this cathodic corrosion, we can start something. So we will have to make sure that even these smaller washers, etc., which we are going to fit, they are corrosion free, else this corrosion is going to eat into this paint and the corrosion protection of the sheets, and it will start a process, and once it starts, then there is no end to that. Beyond this, all we can see is this: they have one set of panels which are facing east. We are onto the east side, and then they have this infrastructure where all the cells, they join in and come into the AC distribution panel up over here. This is the AC distribution panel box that we are seeing up over here, and along with that is this inverter, which is the backbone of this entire infrastructure. They have kept it open, and they have kept it open deliberately onto this terrace because it does warm up, if not heat up. And they say that putting into an enclosed surface, like in our case into our 7th floor top stairs, they have kept it in the open so that it is more ventilated and it naturally cools faster. This is the entire approximately 5 by 4 panel, which we too can also fit in our 7th floor, but then it gets thereafter accessible to many people, those who go on the top, while put it on the terrace on top, and locking the door provides it protection. This is the Jindal Patra, which they have used burgundy color. I have brought this sample with me. We will learn how to read this color code, which is imprinted on top of this patra on its back side, so that when our patra comes up, we are not fooled with it. So this is how it looks from here. And interestingly, as you will see from here, in the year 2015, as their bills were coming, they neither had any credits nor they had any debits. This is a 2015 bill, and now from here you can see this is their, they had installed this thing in April. So from April, May, June, July, August till now, their entire bill has been 0. So essentially they were getting bills of 12 to 13,000 rupees for their tower, which is equal to ours, and with them having installed a 15 kilowatt panel for around 7 to 8 lakh of rupees, their bills have become 0. This return of investment I shall detail separately. So June 0, July 0, August 0, and before that April, May and June also is 0. And interestingly, you will see up over here, this is how, because their consumption is 12 kilowatt and they have a 15 kilowatt panel. So you will see they are producing more than what they have, and subsequently they are generating credits which they can credit. So here you will see their credit units were 3,496, and here you see that their credits have jumped to almost 8,000 units which they have, and 8,000 multiplied for 8 rupees a unit is nearly 6,000 rupees credit. So on one side they are having 0 bills, on the other side they are already having surplus 8,000 units with them. So with this I conclude this presentation. I hope you have any more questions. You are welcome to ask me. Thank you very, very much.